guys. How are you? That was
Hi.
gorgeous. A round of applause. Come on.
Thank you.
And the Shy Baldwin.
The Shy Baldwin.
So in his song, in City Lights, there's a lot going on. Tell us about that. It's the fifth episode of the season, and it sounds very breezy, but that was a very complex song for you guys. Talk about that.
Yeah, because it's spoiler, it's his wedding. But if you remember from the season before, he has come out to Midge, and so he's having
It's the story of
fake
our
wedding.
lives.
Yeah, exactly. And he's actually making it a publicity event at his wedding. And not only is he having to sing this song to his bride, but it's his new single. So we had to think about both a song that could conceivably be a pop song of the era, but also his best friend has written the song, who he's sort of leaving behind to do this. So you have to think about singing those words, and they're coming from his best friend.
So, confession, I heard Maybe Monica first, and then I watched the episode. And I thought to myself while I'm listening to Maybe Monica, oh, it's a Harry Belafonte song. Yep. And then, of course, it's a Harry Belafonte song. Yep. So my question to you is, crafting that song, how did you make it so that it fit in his canon, in the calypso of it all?
Well, it's a really, I mean, as often is the case with Maisel, Amy and Dan, the creators, Amy Sherman Palladino and Dan Palladino, they're so music oriented, and along with Robin Erdang, they put together the most amazing score, and it's a needle drop show, meaning that there's not a lot of score written for it. So basically, it's the original songs that we kind of put that together. And in order to sort of do this, usually every time that we get an assignment to write a song, we send them 2 or 3 or 4 various bits of songs and say, is it this kind of way we want to go? And this song is one of the toughest ones for us because we kept thinking, how are we going to write, like, why aren't they using a source Harry Belafonte song? It makes sense with Shy Baldwin. Shy Baldwin's a fictional character, but Harry Belafonte is very much real and has
Just one of his songs.
Yeah, he's got so many amazing tunes. But Amy told us
we gave her a couple songs that we liked, but they weren't it. And we thought, just use a Harry Belafonte song. And she came back to us with a great note, which was, it's not a pop song, it's a toast. It's a private toast just for that night that he and his band put together and wrote it. Yep. So that just opened the door for us because we wrote it like a best man's toast. He's making fun of Shy and his bride.
And it's also great, this is something I love about Tom, is that of course it's making fun of Shy and it's a funny toast, but we get to sort of, we come from the world of theater, so we get to kind of throw in some theater little jabs that, like, whether or not Harry knows exactly what the story is with Shy, the song definitely kind of has this extra meaning that kind of both of those songs tell Shy's story and kind of wrap up Shy's story a little bit.
Tell us about the other songs from season 4. I understand there's a burlesque number, there's a Broadway show.
Yes.
What were Amy and Dan looking for?
Basically, every time we picked up the phone from them, we thought they were punking us. We thought, really?
What?
Harry Belafonte, now we have to do a stripper in a bathtub with bubbles? Okay.
It was really, I mean, that I have to say we had such a blast doing that because, again, they don't usually do score or anything like that, but these are all songs, even though they're instrumental, written for these strippers. And we got to go back to just like, okay, let's Lawrence Welk vibe. Let's go to, a Henry Mancini vibe. Let's go. And it's fun to live in this world. It's just a really great, going back to all these people who I love. And of course, my parents listen to all this stuff. So we grew up listening to all this material. And then of course, I think the funniest is when they said, you have to write the one good song from a really bad musical. And that was yeah.
We ended up actually writing 4 or 5 songs for the musical, so we figure we can...
So tonight, we're going to do the entire musical that you didn't see. They came, they danced.
I want to see that musical.
Smash.
Yeah. We'll do it with Smash, yeah, exactly.
So the journey with Amy and Dan, how did it begin? What did you submit to them? What did they hear initially?
It was stripper. It was
like going way back to the beginning.
No, I mean that was what we did at the beginning. We
stripped for her.
Yeah.
No. That makes sense.
Yeah, right.
Actually, we met her on a blind writing date. She, as you can tell from the show, is a Broadway baby, and she really wanted to write a musical for stage. And we were put together to write a musical with her. And we had some good meetings, and we hit it off. And then she came to us one day and said, I have to do this little Amazon pilot. I'll be away for a couple months. No one's going to watch the show. We'll write the musical then.
Yeah, Maisel.
We haven't written the musical yet. So.
Tom Miser and Curtis Moore, the marvelous
Thank
Mrs.
you very much.
Maisel.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.